Hi everyone and welcome to Investing in Canada. The objective of this course is to help you make your investments in the most efficient way. So let's start with today's topic. So before we do that, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please subscribe and activate the notifications for video like this. Our channel is EduFin Wizards on YouTube. Not all videos are free on YouTube. So if you want access to the whole course, you can get it on Udemy or Skillshare. The links are in the description. Okay, so let's start with it. So we're discussing the topic of real estate. So we have done with ways of investing in real estate. We have discussed benefits of investing in real estate. We have discussed things that impact real estate prices. Now we are considering things to do when you're buying your house. So strategies of mortgages, we have discussed that. So in this topic, we are going to discuss what are the other things, what is the checklist that you follow when you're buying your property after you have strategized your mortgage. So if you haven't watched the videos of these topics, please go to the previous videos and watch them. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, when you're selling a property, you need to understand whether it is a buyer's market or seller's market. Now, buyer market is, as the name suggests, it is more friendly to the buyers. Seller's market is more friendly to the sellers. Okay. So what defines a buyer's market? So buyer's market is when properties are on the market for a long time. So properties are not selling quickly. The lead time is very long. So properties are getting revised downwards in prices, and they're not selling that quick. There are no multiple offers on properties, so you can take your time and do an offer. So there is no bidding war. There is a sign of downward reduction in prices. So this is a key point. 2 points you have to remember to understand whether it's a buyer's or seller's market. In a buyer's market, properties would not sell very fast. They would stay on the market for a long time. And second, you will see that prices are getting revised downwards because people are not able to sell. So they will start revising the prices downwards. Okay. So buyer's market is the best time to buy. So there are opportunities to negotiate, and there are time for conditional offers. Like you can put, let's say, property inspections, condo document inspections, all those things into your offer. So it's very good for buyers to buy in the buyer's market. Okay. Now, the other side of the market, other type of market that you can encounter is the seller's market. So in a seller's market, properties are selling very fast. You will hear news a lot about low inventory. There is no inventory in the market because properties get listed, they sell right away. There are multiple offers on property, so there is a bidding war. So properties generally prices are going up. So let's say the property is listed for 400,000. Someone might put an offer of 420. So the prices are going upwards. Okay, so prices are going up. There may be a bidding war, and there is hard to put any conditional offer. So most of the time in a seller's market, you might have to buy the property as is. So you do face a threat, or you do face a chance that there could be something wrong with the property that you cannot like inspect, because there is no time for that. If you do not buy, someone else will buy it, right? It's a crazy market, not a good time to buy in a seller's market. Now, once you understand the market, and let's say it is a buyer's market and it's more friendly to buyers, then you can do a lot of things and like put a lot of conditions in your offer. So first condition you should always put in is condo document review. If it is an apartment or townhouse, you should always review the condo document. Now condo document means in a condo structure, in an apartment or a townhouse structure, everyone contributes money. It goes into it goes towards the condo board. They keep it in the reserve, and from that they do all the maintenance and big expenses. So you have to study the bylaws, right? In condo documents, bylaws are, they state what is allowed, what is not allowed, how is the condo board structure, everything. So you should study the bylaws. Then study the reserve fund. So there may be independent reserve fund studies done by the condo board. They have to do it after every few years. You should get the reserve fund study document. Reserve fund is the fund that they have to like fix big things. So let's say roof goes off or the plumbing system doesn't work. Now they use the reserve funds to fix those things, right? So there should be enough reserve funds to do all of those things. If there is not enough reserve funds, then the owners can get assessments, special assessment, in which you have to pay money. So you have to study the reserve fund very carefully and the reserve fund study very carefully, because reserve fund study will say whether the reserve fund is enough or not. Also, if the reserve fund is not enough right now, there could be future increases in condo fees. So that's also a risk that you have. Then study the annual condo statements, the minute notes of what they are discussing, what they are repairing, right? How often does the condo board meet, all of that. Then study the disclosure statement that states whether the unit has anything due with the condo board. If the unit has something due with the condo board, the unit that you are buying, then you might have to pay later on. Okay. Then very good idea to do a house inspection also, whether it is an apartment, townhouse or a house. Very crucial if you're buying a house. So what is a house inspection? It is a visual inspection which is done by a third party. It's not done by the seller side, it is done by the third party. They check all the electrical points if they are working, if the electrical points have something wrong with them or not. They check the roofing and the exterior, right? Like what is wear and tear on that, what is like, how is the roof structured, right? They'll check for water leaks, if any. They check for cabinets, if the cabinets are good, if they're off hinge, right? Or if there is some damage to the cabinets. They check fireplace and heating, if the fireplace is working, if the heating is working in the house, and they check for all the appliances if they're working or not. Now key point, house inspection is not a thorough study. It is a visual inspection. So it does help you to see like visually if anything is wrong. They also come these days with those heat sensing cameras to see whether it is a leak or not, right? But it's not a thorough inspection. And no house is perfect. So house inspection might find out like different things. So you might still go ahead and buy it, but at least you are aware of what are the faults in the house. Okay. Good idea always to do a house inspection. Then you after doing all of this, right? A part of all of this is putting a conditional offer. So in a conditional offer, you decide the possession date, when you want the possession. You decide the waiver date. Waiver is the date after which you cannot back out, right? This is a date after which, right, the sale is done. So in the waiver, before signing the waiver, you can put certain conditions like house inspection, financing, all of that, right? Or condo review, condo document review. But once you sign the waiver, you cannot back out from the sale. You decide the conditions. You ensure that financing is in place. So coming back to the mortgage chapter, we always saw that it's good idea to get a pre-approval and financing in place before you go out and see different properties. And then you also put a refundable deposit when you put a conditional offer, right? Refundable if the deal doesn't go through, if you do not sign the waivers. But once you sign the waivers, the deposit is not refunded. Finally, once everything is in order and the possession date is coming nearby, you should close the deal by connecting with the lawyer. They will change the title, they will find out what is due, what is not, and go through. Then you do a final walkthrough, because when you sign the waiver and when you take the possession, there could be time between those two dates. And if the property changes, like if something damage is done, then you can check for that. Then you take the possession, right? You take the keys, you register for utilities, because utilities would have been in someone else's name. So you register for them, and you register for property taxes and such. Okay. So you register for property taxes. So that's the checklist. It's not a thorough checklist, right? But it gives you an idea of what all things to consider when you are looking to buy a house. So if you like videos like this, please subscribe and activate the notifications for getting videos like this if you're watching it on YouTube. Again, all the videos are not free on YouTube. So if you want the complete access to this course, check out Udemy or Skillshare. The links are put in the description.